I like to keep my opponent guessing.
James Ninja Reed learned from a martial arts master how to keep the opposition off balance.
When Ninja was first born, I put his crib next to the TV so he could listen to Bruce Lee.
I remember my dad telling me stories about me being a baby in my crib watching Bruce Lee, just kicking and punching.
Martial arts runs through his veins. His dad, James, is a 5th-degree black belt, a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and a former pro MMA fighter.
2007 Martial Arts Hall of Fame inductee. It's so awesome to know that my dad is he's that big in the martial arts world, and for me to follow in his footsteps, it's so awesome. I love this belt.
Boom, and then right hand.
And now the 3-time Hall of Famer
Double jab.
loves nothing more than being called coach.
My goal as a coach is their goals as fighters. I want to coach champions. I want to coach pros one day. So we're kind of going together on our little journey. I'm not trying to live through them as a fighter.
The fighting success started early for Ninja.
And I was a little kid, 6 years old, accomplishing more than some adults can, getting my first belt. The belt was bigger than me.
From that moment, the real work would begin, with the countless hours in the gym preparing for the fierce competitions.
When he turned 13, he had his first official amateur fight, and he won by TKO in the second round. And his body changed, everything. Like, he wasn't chubby anymore. He had rippling muscles, and he was all shredded up, and he completely just matured.
At 16 years old, he now owns a 6-1 amateur record and hasn't lost a fight in 3 years. And recently became the IKF Junior California State Champion in Muay Thai by way of a unanimous decision at 132 pounds.
It makes me feel that much closer to my final goal.
And now he's got this super fight IQ. He's mixed together his Taekwondo, karate, and Muay Thai beautifully.
A beautiful blend of different styles and techniques.
Like when you're making food or something, it's very mixed. It has its own taste. It's very colorful and playful. With Muay Thai, you have the clinch and the knees and the elbows. With jiu-jitsu, it's just the ground, and when you put it all together, it makes such a great art that I do so well.
A recipe for success as Ninja hopes to one day take his talents to the UFC.
He did a project at school in first grade, and is what do you want to be when you grow up? And it was UFC champion, and he put a picture of a muscle body with his face on it, and the UFC belt pasted on that.
From my first belt to now, it's such a not finished, because I want more than this. I want that UFC belt wrapped around my waist. Bruce Buffer announced my name. That's when I know I'm done.
In Tracy, Michelle Dapper, KCRA 3 News.